Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Trans Chats video. This is episode number 8, I think. All the other videos will be listed up here in the iCards for you guys to check out. And without further ado, let's just get right into today's video. So today it might be a little bit controversial, but we're going to be talking about the concept of passing. If you don't know what this means, in the transgender community, the term passing basically refers to a trans person who is perceived as cisgender or their gender match their sex that they were assigned at birth. Passing is kind of like a controversial topic because it is definitely a form of privilege within the trans community. You basically are perceived as, for lack of a better word, normal. The majority of people are cisgender. So if you are perceived as cisgender, then you kind of just blend in with the crowd and like no one really thinks anything about it. Typically, I am perceived as cisgender. A lot of people don't know that I'm transgender until I tell them. Of course, I'm very open about my transition and everything. I have the privilege of just living my life without a lot of people questioning it, and of course not everybody in the trans community has that privilege. Not everybody necessarily wants that privilege. You know, I think if you're open and living your life as a proud out trans person, that is such an amazing thing. I am very open with my transition with people and online, obviously, but I mean in my day-to-day life I do have the privilege of choosing who I tell, who knows that I'm transgender, and a lot of people just don't have that opportunity. I really just don't like the idea of passing. It kind of like creates the idea that trans people have to conform to a certain idea or image. So when I first started transitioning, my main goal really was to get to a place where I could pass, and I don't think that that's a great motivation for transitioning. It definitely was really hard because anytime I was ever misgendered, it would just hit me so much harder, I think, than if I wasn't striving to pass 100% of the time. But now that I'm at that place where I don't get misgendered, I don't have people look at me and just assume that I'm transgender, I'm at a point where I'm finally comfortable to be open with my transition and talk about it, and I'm upfront about it. I actually enjoy talking about it now, which I never thought I would ever get to this point. I knew I always kind of wanted to talk about my transition and everything, but I didn't really think that I would do it this publicly. I eventually just kind of gave up on the idea of passing because I never thought that I would get there. I kind of realized it wouldn't be that important, but obviously there is a part of passing which is nice because, I mean, I can live my day-to-day life just completely normal. You know, like I don't really get any weird looks or anything like that, which I know a lot of trans people don't have that privilege. They can, like, it's a struggle to even just be who you are in public, and I completely understand that. This video is kind of all over the place, but I basically just kind of wanted to talk about passing, and that it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's not necessarily a good thing either. If you want to get to a point where you pass and that's your main goal in transitioning, then I mean, that's your transition. That's, you know, you have to do what makes you happy. But I choose to be visible and open about my transition so I can help out other people. But I mean, also I feel like a lot of the trans people in the public eye are passing trans people. They are very usually perceived as cisgender until you know that they're transgender. That's basically it, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and comment down below any other trans chats ideas. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button before you leave, and I will see y'all the next one. Bye, guys.